On October 29, 2025, Jamaica braced for Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5 monster, slow-moving and relentless, promising not just a storm, but a siege. Across Kingston, Montego Bay, and mountain villages, frantic preparations replaced the island's usual calm. Windows boarded, supplies hoarded, and urgent evacuation orders broadcast everywhere. As the sky darkened and tourists crowded into shelters, Jamaica stood united in anxious anticipation, waiting for Melissa's first devastating blow. Melissa began as a humble tropical wave drifting off the coast of Africa, one of many disturbances that form each year over the warm Atlantic waters. But this wave was different. It carried the seeds of something far more powerful, gathering moisture and energy as it traveled westward, slowly organizing into a more menacing system. As it entered the Caribbean, the ocean's surface was unusually hot, temperatures higher than ever recorded, a direct result of ongoing climate change. These record-warm waters acted like fuel, rapidly intensifying Melissa from a disorganized storm into a monstrous Category 5 hurricane in less than a day, a transformation that left meteorologists stunned. Satellite images captured the storm's evolution, a vast, perfectly symmetrical swirl, its eyes sharpening into a clear, ominous void at the center. The sheer size and structure of Melissa revealed the immense power it had harnessed from the ocean below, making it a textbook example of nature's fury. Unlike fast-moving storms, Melissa's slow, relentless crawl meant Jamaica would face not just hours, but days of catastrophic winds, torrential rain, and devastating flooding. The island braced for a prolonged assault, with entire communities at risk of being submerged or battered by the unyielding force of the hurricane. Meteorologists and emergency officials, tracking every shift in the storm's path, issued dire, unified warnings. Their message was clear and urgent. This was not a storm anyone could safely ride out at home. The threat was unprecedented, and the need for immediate action was critical. Yet despite the mounting urgency, some residents stayed behind, whether by choice, circumstance, or lack of resources. As the first bands of wind and rain lashed neighborhoods, it became clear that time had run out. The science behind Melissa's fury was now a lived reality for those in its path. Melissa's landfall was explosive. Winds howled like freight trains, tearing roofs away and uprooting ancient trees. Rain fell in blinding sheets, flooding streets and homes within minutes, while landslides threatened the island's hilly heart. The power grid collapsed, plunging hundreds of thousands into darkness and silence as cell towers fell. With no refrigeration or running water, daily life ground to a halt. Jamaica's breadbasket vanished under floodwaters, crops destroyed, and food security suddenly in jeopardy. As farmers watched their livelihoods wash away, the nation faced a crisis that would last long after the storm passed. For thousands across Jamaica, the night Hurricane Melissa struck was more than just a storm. It was a true test of endurance, courage, and hope. As the winds howled and rain battered rooftops, families clung to each other, uncertain of what the next hour would bring. In the darkness, families huddled together, listening to their homes creak and shudder with every gust. The fear was palpable, every sound magnified by anxiety, as parents tried to reassure their children and keep spirits high. Outside, rescue teams braved rising floodwaters and relentless winds to reach those trapped in their homes. Emergency workers risked their own safety, navigating debris-strewn streets and flooded neighborhoods, determined to save as many lives as possible. Meanwhile, tourists who had come seeking paradise found themselves sheltering in hotel ballrooms, their dream vacations suddenly transformed into nights of fear and uncertainty, far from home and loved ones. Yet, amid the chaos and destruction, the spirit of community shone brightly. Neighbors shared what little food they had, comforted frightened children, and offered shelter to those in need. Acts of kindness became lifelines. In crowded shelters, strangers became family, united by the shared struggle to survive. The most vulnerable, elderly residents, the poor, and those with disabilities were cared for by others, even as resources ran thin. But for some, especially those in remote or isolated areas, the storm was faced alone. Their survival was uncertain. Their stories a stark reminder of the risks faced by the most marginalized. The stories now emerging are filled with both miraculous escapes and heartbreaking loss. Families reunited after harrowing ordeals, while others mourned loved ones and the loss of everything they owned. These accounts reveal the true human cost of Melissa: lives forever changed, communities scarred, but also a resilience that refuses to be broken. In the aftermath, as the sun rose over battered towns, resilience and solidarity became Jamaica's greatest strengths, lighting the path toward recovery and hope. As dawn broke, the devastation was clear. Roads blocked by landslides, entire communities cut off, and Jamaica's agricultural heartland submerged. The loss of crops signaled a looming food crisis, with shortages and price hikes threatening every household. The electrical grid lay in ruins, leaving hundreds of thousands without power for weeks or months, crippling recovery efforts. Beyond physical destruction, the psychological toll was immense. Families and farmers faced an uncertain, daunting future. The immediate focus was survival, but rebuilding lives and livelihoods would require resilience and global support. Hurricane Melissa is a stark warning, a powerful reminder of the growing threats facing the Caribbean. As storms become more frequent and intense, the region stands on the front lines of climate change, forced to confront the reality of a warming world. Climate change is fueling stronger, slower, and more destructive storms across the Caribbean. Floodwaters rise higher, winds tear through communities, and the aftermath leaves scars that last for years. Jamaica must shift from reacting to disasters to building true resilience, enforcing stronger building codes, investing in infrastructure, and ensuring that homes, schools, and hospitals can withstand the next big storm. Restoring natural defenses like mangroves is crucial. These coastal forests act as buffers, absorbing storm surges and protecting vulnerable shorelines, while also supporting biodiversity and local livelihoods. Public education and preparedness are vital. Empowering people with knowledge saves lives. Schools, workplaces, and neighborhoods must all be ready to respond quickly and effectively. Every family needs a plan, from gathering emergency supplies to practicing evacuation routes. Preparation can make the difference between chaos and safety when disaster strikes. Every community needs a warning system. Early alerts and reliable communication can save precious minutes and countless lives. The spirit of the Jamaican people endures, shining through in acts of kindness, solidarity, and mutual support. Neighbors help neighbors, and communities come together to rebuild. But recovery will be long and hard, requiring patience, determination, and the willingness to learn from each storm that passes. It demands both local resolve and international aid, partnerships that bring resources, expertise, and hope to those most affected. Melissa's lessons must drive urgent change, inspiring leaders and citizens alike to act boldly and decisively for a safer future. Only by rebuilding stronger and smarter can Jamaica hope to withstand the storms ahead and protect what matters most. The fight against nature is ongoing, and the challenges are immense, but the will to adapt and survive is even greater. By adapting, uniting, and learning from each challenge, Jamaica can protect its people and its paradise for generations to come.